Warning! This is a rambling content. Viewers beware. Now, let the rambling begin. Welcome back to Cat Try, where I try things. So, today I want to try reviewing. I've just binged the whole series, season 1 of Insatiable. Now, there was a lot of controversy around this whole series against fat shaming and things like that regarding the trailer and how crazy it was portraying she lighting a guy on fire or whatever. This is a quick Google search that I did of the show, and you can already see that there's a lot of reputable news sources that already made article on the show, like the Washington Post and New York Times, and they've said it is so outrageous or offensive, and it needs more censorships and stuff like that. So that is why I'm giving you guys my take on the show today. And so I decided to watch it, like the first episode, and it was very riveting. It pulls me in. So I decided to finish the whole series. I binged it the past yesterday and today because it was just released yesterday. And it was, I don't know. See, this is the thing. The series was very interesting. It has a lot of interesting plot, a lot of plot twists that you would be like, WTF, like you would not see it coming. And the show just keep getting crazier and crazier. I'm not gonna do any spoilers in this review. I just want to tell you guys like what I think about it and how like I think the whole idea of it was after I finished the whole season, so that maybe you guys, if somebody who have seen the whole controversy and wanted to give it a try but not really sure if they should, they might want to hear my thought on the situation. So I would say that it does look into the psychological of like people who are depressed or crazy or was bullied a lot, and they become twisted in a sense. And there's that, and it does talk about like how a person's childhood or like what happened to them or their parents could have shaped them in certain ways. However, it's extremely satire, like how Debbie Ryan was saying on Twitter, that is a very satire show in a sense that everything just keep getting crazier, and it's funny. Like I do feel like you could laugh at a lot of the things that happen, and since the show is so crazy, like a lot of things that happen will be something that you would never see in a normal day-to-day situation, that you don't really feel like it's that bad in a sense, because it's supposed to be portrayed in an over-exaggerating way that makes you just feel like, okay, like whatever happened next, it's just all imaginative, it's all script, it's all somebody like creating it, compared to like other shows like This Is Us, where it's like, oh, it's something we could relate to, where you can feel like it's your something that could happen in your daily life and you feel relate to it and something like that. This show has, I would say, a lot of it would be things you will not be able to relate to. A lot of it would be stuff that would never happen to you or anyone in a day-to-day life. Now there are they do promote like LGBTQ, and they do promote like people who doesn't understand what their sexuality were and then figuring it out and things like that. And that's a trendy topic nowadays. Like most show does have like some kind of like gay character, bisexual, lesbian character in them, and that's just to diversify your shows, and that's totally understandable. They do throw in a lot of plot twists that I would be screaming at the screen being like, what just happened? And to me, that's very interesting. I recommend it. I would say watch it. I would say it's interesting enough. And I honestly do believe that it is a show that is more for a laugh, for shits and giggle, for, you know, it's not really a show that like you should take anything that it does to heart. It's not a show that you should be making it controversial about. Like, I think it's worth it to give it a chance if you like, you know, comedy or satire, or you're into dark humor or something like that. I think it's worth it. But otherwise, if dark humor is not for you, if you know, if over satire comedy is not something for you, then don't do it. Also, an alert is that this show is definitely R-rated. Like, in my opinion, a lot of languages and a lot of things that is portrayed in the show is very not kid-friendly. So I don't recommend that, you know, if you're not mature enough for whatever it's trying to portray, don't watch it. Because it does have a lot of cursing, a lot of bad languages, a lot of things that are just how most satire comedy are. And I like satire comedy and I love dark humor, so the show was perfect for me. But yeah, I just want to like throw that out there for anyone who might not like the same thing. And I don't want you to come into the show with a terrible mindset of, you know, the whole controversy around the trailer and fat shaming and all of that. I don't think that's what the show was aimed to do. I think the show was just aimed to be what it wanted to be, which is not very political, not very anything like that. It was just more for fun. And if that's what you're looking for, something for fun and are filled with very extremely dark content, then it's for you. It's for me. So it could be for you. Alright, that's it for today. And have a wonderful day, guys. See ya.